Hi there, good to have you with us for this final post in our series to Answers to Big Questions. In the last video, we thought about how suffering grows your love as a Christian. Check it out if you haven't already. Today, I want to think with you about how suffering grows your hope as a follower of Jesus. I wonder, what do you hope for? What are your dreams for the future? If you stopped and thought about it, you could probably list all sorts of different hopes. Hopes in regards to your health, hopes in regards to your relationships, your finances, and more. To lose your hope in life is to lose your reason to live. So hope is essential. The more hope you have, the more reason you have to live. And hope is fundamental to the Christian life. Christians believe in life because they trust in the God of life, and we believe that life is to be lived out in hope. But what is hope? Well, Christians use the word hope in a stronger way than most people do. Lots of Australians will use the word hope kind of like wishful thinking. You know, a desire that the next day will be good or better. I hope it rains tomorrow, or I hope I pass that exam, or I hope that I won't get cancer, or I hope that person will love me, etc. It's wishful thinking because you have no guarantee that any of those hopes will come about. They are not solid or sure. However, in Christian thought, hope is not wishful thinking. When Christians talk about hope, they are talking about a solid, sure expectation of a future reality that will come about. It's not wishful, it's assured. Now, this is hard for us as human beings to grasp because the only things we think are certain in the future are, as the joke goes, death and taxes, and you might probably add in suffering. Those things are guaranteed in life. But how can you be sure of anything else? Well, for the Christian, hope springs from the most trustworthy of all places, God Himself. God can be trusted completely. And as a result, when He makes a promise, He keeps it. And He has the power to keep it because He determines the future. You cannot have a more solid hope than that. So when God promises you that He will be with you if you trust in Jesus, that He will finish the good work He has started in you through Jesus, that He will bring you into His marvelous new creation, this is not wishful thinking. This is the assurance of things to come. So how then does suffering in the Christian life grow your hope? Your hope in what God in God and what He has promised you. One of the writers in the Bible, Paul, explains how suffering increases your hope. He says that suffering produces endurance, first of all, and it does. If you manage to keep going when things are hard, you develop endurance. You develop perseverance. My son is in the army, and the army puts their recruits through all sorts of hardships, push-ups, midnight drills, tasks that don't seem to make much sense. They do this, amongst other things, to produce endurance in their soldiers. They keep going, faced with hardships. So suffering produces endurance, and endurance leads to proven character, a proven tested quality in your life. You know, you don't really know the character of something until it is tested. Imagine you buy a ute and you want it to be tough and reliable. And one day you need to carry heavy machinery over rough ground. You do it, and the ute does it under the strain, but it comes out the other end. And then you need it to tow a caravan to the north of the country, quite a strenuous trip. The ute does it, and it brings you back. And then you need it to pull a stump out of the ground, massive strain on the engine, you rev the guts out of it, and it does it, and it keeps going. In all those hardships you put it through, it shines through with a proven, tested quality. And it gives you hope that should you put it through another test or hardship, it will come through for you again. In a similar way, when you as a Christian face hardship and suffering, you call to God for help, and when He brings you through, you go, oh, I stayed Christian. I'm still here. I still trust in Him. And when this happens again and God helps you and brings you through, you develop a proven, tested character. Your faith is shown to be real. Your trust in God is authentic. In other words, it was given to you by Him. And you have been proven, if you like. You have developed a proven character of true faith. And because this is God working in your life, it gives you increasing hope in Him. He will continue to bring you through the hardships of this life, and He will bring you into His presence. He will do what He said He would do for you. You have hope in Him. So suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces proven character, and proven character leads to greater hope in God. You know, sometimes in human history, people have tried to stamp out Christianity. They have tried to stop it through making Christians suffer. They'll give up, they think, if we give them a hard enough time. However, God is stronger than our suffering, and He actually uses suffering to strengthen Christian hope. You cannot stamp out authentic Christianity by suffering. You only make it stronger. Sadly, however, Christianity can be weakened when Christians are comfortable and they don't have to grapple with hardship. If a Christian is living the dream in the here and now, their hope will be very weak and their character won't be proven. Now, of course, in the new creation, this testing and suffering will be done away with, and we're glad of that. But our faith in God and our continual hope in Him will not. They will be perfect. So I trust that you have seen how God uses suffering in our lives to grow our faith, grow our love, and to grow our hope. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, we'd love to try to answer them. Please contact us on 0466 200 791. I'll put that up on the screen after this. See you in the future, perhaps, for another series. Signing off.